Let's bring her in. Christina Owczarek. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. But welcome, I do believe, back to the show. We've got 4 beers here. And again, Good morning, good day, whatever it is. What time is it exactly there down in Melbourne?
It is 2:39 a.m. in the morning.
2:39. Okay, well. Look, as we said, we weren't going to.
Good morning. Hey, dedication.
Yeah, dedication.
You're
absolutely. Saint. No, what's the deal with the Formula One? The place is in a tizzy or what?
Well, funnily enough, I actually used to live a street away from the Formula One once upon a time. It is a little bit with what's going on in the Middle East and a few other pieces. So, yes, the Grand Prix is being affected, which is, I mean,
that's what happens.
All pieces of the globe will touch us everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's get into the beers then, I guess, off that. Now, we did talk about the beer of the week. It's the Tripawd Penelope New England IPA. Would you like to start there, or would you like to start at one of the other 4 that we have here? The Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, the Ultrasonic?
Start with the Ultrasonic, which is the lightest one, which is our light lager.
Okay.
If you want to give that a crack.
Yeah. And
Sorry, I'm not having beers with you this morning.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about this one while I serve it up here.
Yeah, so our Ultrasonic is our light lager. It's a beautiful 3.5% light lager. We don't use any of those traditional German or noble hops on this. So when you smell it, you'll actually get this lovely, like, little fruity. It's beautiful, the beautiful and clear. You get this lovely little fruity berry, slightly little guava note to it. It's super refreshing, really pretty. Best part about our Ultrasonic is that we do work in the alternative and EDM music scenes. So we specifically made this beer for those and outdoor all day recreation. And partial proceeds of this help us fund our in-house harm reduction initiatives.
I love it. It's always nice to drink to a good cause. We have a big EDM fan sitting right here in Will Fraser.
Stay hydrated.
Loves it. Well, cheers to you, Christina, for the first drink. And thank you for joining us at such a god-awful time of the morning.
Cheers. I love that we've got a wine glass happening over here as well. I always drink my beer out of a wine glass.
Spare no expense. Whatever's clean here in the office, we'll use. We've drank out of worse here.
Is there an Australian cheers? Is there something we should be... Yeah. Is it just cheers?
It's just really cheers.
Like it's not like a slancha or like a, yeah.
I could give you a few more colorful versions, but we're on air.
Well, we are, but it's a little loose here. I mean, we're already drinking.
We're already drinking beer,
if you want,
I'd like to come back and visit you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the door's always open. This is really nice.
I don't know if I gave you the few colorful ones that it would be.
This is absolutely the stay hydrated beer.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't fight you at all. It's very pleasant, very tasty.
Crushable.
It's actually also really lovely if you put a shot of Aperol in it as a next day beer.
Is there anything that doesn't go with Aperol?
Not really.
Yeah. What should we try next on the lineup here, I guess? Where do you want to go next?
Our flagship favorite, which is the See You Next Tuesday Aussie Kolsch. So this is the beer.
Where'd you come up with the name?
You know what's really wonderful and gorgeous about Canadians is the lovely naivety of some people, and then when you finally explain See You Next Tuesday, they're like, oh. And what I find is every Canadian wants to say it, and I give you all permission. You've just got to use it affectionately. Like,
well, that's what I envy you about. Like,
as someone who knows it and constantly trying to educate people that you can't say that, man. Like, but
you know,
it's only in North America that it's actually though been used against women, and weaponized by men against women. So if we actually take the power back and away from it,
there you go.
Thank you.
And
demystify.
We use it affectionately.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the venom. However, if you put a hard T on the end of it, get out of my way. That's
where you have
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all about nuance and context.
Yeah. So not see you next Tuesday. It's more of a see you next Tuesday.
So it's the T on the end.
Yeah. Keep the Tuesday at a
I like
baseline.
it. I like it.
So what about this beer?
So
What can you-
this beer is our triple award winner. It is our flagship beer. This is just over half of what we sell.
Yeah.
We use all Australian hops on this with a late edition Topaz, Little Dry Hopper Galaxy. It was actually inspired by an Australian Sauvignon Blanc. So I come from a bit of a wine background. And we work with the Australian rules football clubs here in Calgary with it, specifically with the women's team, the Kookaburras. So you can see the Kookaburra logo of the AFL women's team on the side there. So a lot of what we do is we do a lot of advocacy and work in diversity, equity, and inclusion, specifically in and around STEM, women in diversity in STEM and sports.
So
this is part of that.
There is something
Go
about
on.
the Aussie hop that makes it a better time, isn't it? Like, there's no more alcohol in this than any other beer. It's not like they've changed the chemistry, but I have never shown up at a place where they're like, it's Aussie ale on tap, where I'm like, oh, well, so tonight's going to be a better night then.
It's those lovely tropical fruit notes that you get from the terroir of those hops. So that lovely little late edition of Topaz there has that beautiful light little guava note, and you get those little, springtime white floral notes, and then that Galaxy has that punch of pineapple and that little mango and that gorgeous like underripe pineapple and passion fruit. Yeah, it's
Okay,
lovely.
well, I gotta
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday.
Oh, that's delicious.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going. That's a
So
flavorful
good.
can.
I'm not surprised that that's your flagship. Yeah, you could sell 1 million of those.
Yeah. And people buy it for the name and then are just like, holy crap, this beer's super good.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you capture their attention with that. It's such a busy. You walk into a Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, and it's just a wall of busyness and something that kind of sticks out. So, congrats on and I gotta say, taking back that. Yeah, good on you, because that's
Or good on ya.
good on you.
Power. Let's go.
Hey, Matt Hyman in our nasty chat on YouTube asks, because you live in Australia, do you know the ray gun? Because everybody knows.
Well,
everybody.
I don't live in Australia. I'm just Australian.
Yeah,
but I
you're
do
there.
know the ray gun, and I'm deeply apologetic.
Don't. Why? Don't apologize.
You don't?
Embrace it.
Because you don't know the ray gun? No, we just assume
I do. I
Oh, you
do.
do?
I don't know how I feel about it.
Are you like? Do you have the number in
I'm
your
being
phone?
a Canadian, and I'm using my Canadian passport here and being deeply apologetic.
Oh, okay.
There is a disparity between our top break dancer and yours. So, I mean,
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if you can actually class her as our top breakdancer. I don't know who made that decision, but they should be fired.
Do you want to go with the Cowgirls Blues next?
Yeah, let's go that way.
We can
do
go with
it.
the beer of the week if you'd like.
Let's finish off with the beer. Actually, the Tripawd Penelope after the CNX Tuesday is probably the better
Okay.
option, just because
Let's
of
do
the
it.
hop
Yep.
profile.
This is your beer of the week, the Tripawd Penelope New England IPA. Once again, you can get it at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor right now. $15.99 for a 4-pack, the 473 mil. A little bit about this beer, please, Christina.
So this was a beer born from a little bit of a tragedy. I'm going to tell a story about Tripawd Penelope, who's on the can there. She's one of my cats. She unfortunately had an incident with a car and lost her leg. So she's Tripawd. So I used 3 of my favorite hops because she got 3 legs and she hops around. Partial proceeds of this beer go back to Parachutes for Pets. So I found myself in a bit of a position being single, having lost my job during COVID, started XhAle, no family over there, and I didn't know what I was going to do to get my cat back. And my community overnight raised just over $5,000 to help me get her back because she was kind of famous. And my community is incredible and amazing and kind. And I was wondering what happens with people who don't have that kind of support. And I found out about Parachutes for Pets. So partial proceeds of this beer over the last 4 years has gone to Parachutes for Pets. We've been able to raise just over $6,000 through
nice.
different initiatives and through partial proceeds of this beer.
Love it.
So
Well,
I use mandarin. Yeah, cheers.
cheers to Penelope.
Yeah,
Sweet
to,
Penelope.
to three-legged pets everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. So I use 3 hops here: Mandarina Bavaria, not commonly used in a beer like this. So it has that lovely mandarin zest and that little sweetgrass from that on the back end, which just layers it. Once again, gives it a nice nuance. And then I use Citra and oh my god, my brain has just completely switched off.
Yeah, it's like it's 3 in the morning
You're
or something.
forgiven. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
It actually is on the back of the can there, and it's completely gone from my brain. Mandarina Bavaria, Citra, and
Laurel.
Laurel. There we go. I got it. I pulled it out of my brain at 3 o'clock in the morning. And Laurel. So it has these beautiful stone fruit notes. It has these bold, navel orange citrus on it. A little bit of that mango is kind of coming into the background as well. Great full mouthfeel on that. I use lovely chit that is grown out of our backyard here in Strathmore, which is great. I picked directly up from the maltster. We love this beer. It's also a double award-winning beer as well.
Yeah, very easy drinking beer. Redbeard echoes that in our YouTube Nasty Chat for a
NEIPA
6.3.
is just, it's the perfect breakfast beer, isn't it? Like, it's like if you're heading out for brunch and you see a NEIPA, especially this one, that's always my suggestion.
Totally.
Finally, we'll cap it with Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, maple syrup and wattle seed Vienna lager. Mm-hmm. This is unique.
So this is unique. So we have a great connection to Sailor. You'll see on the back there's the Sailor's Grave Brewing logo, which is actually a brewery over in Marlow, Victoria. And I was actually just there a couple of days ago, which was fabulous to go and see Chris and Gab. So one of the owners is actually the aunt of one of the guys who plays football at the footy club in Calgary. And they had over in Melbourne a big beer festival, and they were working with Canadian breweries to do collaborations with Australian breweries. And I got the wonderful chance to work with Sailor's Grave Brewing, who do weird beer like I do. And so we use Canadian maple syrup and we use wattle seed. And wattle seed is an Australian Indigenous superfood grown from our native flora, which is the federal flora, which is the wattle tree, which is, when the Australians come out for the Olympics in the green and gold, or the green and yellow. So that's because of that tree, because they've got these bright green foliage and these yellow puff balls on them. But when those puff balls kind of die off, you get the wattle seeds. And when those crack open, that actually require heat to crack open, the seeds have this beautiful chocolatey little toffee earthy note to it. The Vienna lager is just a really classic, beautiful, Vienna lager underneath with those beautiful caramel notes. And you have this lovely little floralness as well that comes through from the French elixir hop. And also we used a light maple syrup from Quebec.
Yeah, everything you described is right there on the nose.
I can tell it's a labor of love. Like watching you talk about these beers is like you're just loving it. And we get a lot of brewers coming in and everything, but it's nice when like the stories, the names, all that stuff is kind of really in there, and the unique ingredients that you're proud of. But this is different, and I'm looking forward to this.
I also want to talk about the artwork on the can, which is beautiful, by Airy Pixie Riot, who's been my ride or die in this, and is also co-owner of XhAle. And they have wonderfully taken Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, which talks about, it's about climate justice, and it's a queer cult classic film. And they've taken our Canadian prairies and our mountains and put that on the can, and then also unashamedly put the lesbian pride flags colors on that, and a little bit of lesbian pride plaid on there as well, which is also part of the story of connecting our values between Sailor's Grave Brewing and ourselves as well, and putting our Alberta background onto our can as well, and being proud of that.
Well, cheers to you. Cheers to the beer.
What a lovely change up. I'm glad you saved that for
beautiful.
last.
It is the good dismount. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful?
Nice and smooth.
That's lovely. Wow. 4 absolute bangers.
4 bangers. Once again, the beer of the week right here. It is the Tripawd Penelope New England IPA. You can get that right now, $15.99 for a 4-pack at all Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. But don't rest on the Even Cowgirls Get the Blues Maple Syrup and Wattle Seed Vienna Lager. The Ultrasonic Ultra Light Beer, which we started off with, which could be, easily crushable. And the See You Next Tuesday Aussie Style Kolsch. A great foursome here, Christina, and we really appreciate. Look, we do these award shows at the end of the year in fall called the Esties. It's a play on the ESPYs. But you joining us at 2:45 in the morning local time.
Heroic.
We'll put that in the running. You might be coming here and accepting an award next fall.
Yeah.
I always have fun on this show coming and talking with you guys. So I would love to come back and cause a ruckus again.
Love it. That is the founder and chief causer of chaos, Christina Owczarek, XhAle Brew Co.
Get some
Thank
sleep,
you so
Christina.
much. Yeah. Get back to bed.
Thank you so much.
What a
See
great
ya.
guest. Great guest, great beer, great
Christina.
causes
Wow,
for all
are
of
these
that.
good beers?
Yeah, they're all good, and they're all a little different, and
Okay.
all little story, all little artwork.